So now I am fully vaxxed. Fully vaxxed. I wanted the Brazilian and they gave me Moderna instead. Then I got the flu shot, the shingle shot, the Prevnar shot, and I don't know what, 14 boosters now? Yeah, I've taken more shots than a spring breaker in Miami. That's because I'm a boomer. And we're all boomers, right? We've been getting vaccinated since 1955. That's right. Yeah, we were first in line for polio.
Yep.
We're first in line for COVID.
Yep.
Yeah. We're like the crash test dummies of the medical world. And now people are all concerned that vaccines are going to start causing genetic mutations. It's a little late. I mean, just take a walk down on 4th Avenue in Tucson, right? Yeah, you'll see. Mutation train has left the station. Next stop, Malfunction Junction. That's right. You know, but I'll tell you, it's, I've never had any kids. I never had the kids. No. And I never became a mother. I've been called a mother on several occasions. But you know, if I were to give birth now, you know, I could start a whole new religion.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. The menopausalites. Where you believe in there's a heaven because those hot flashes put you through hell. But don't worry, ladies, really. Ladies, you've got to look at it this way. Menopause is simply nature's gateway to complete, full reproduction freedom.
Woo.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which makes it a great time to be a cougar.
There you go.
Because we have no birth control issues. None. I mean, not even the Supreme Court cares what I do with my body. I'm like an easy no-bake oven. Pilot lights on, bakery is closed. You can keep putting in the orders. There's just be no deliveries being made. And mothers, if you're out there, don't worry if I'm dating your son. He won't be out late. I'm in bed by 9:30. So I went on to this website, and it was called studmuffin.com. Studmuffin. Nice, right? Yeah, it's like sex and a snack rolled all in one. Yeah. And they all had usernames that all went by numbers. And I found my dream date at studmuffin250. I had to go through 249 stud muffins before him, which is why I am no longer gluten-free. So now we have cute little nicknames for each other. I call him Studley, and he calls me Nightly. But you know, these sites, gotta be honest, these sites, they work for both sexes. Yes, older women seeking younger men, well, they're called cougars. Okay, older men seeking younger women, they're called manthers. And young guys on these sites are called cubs. And the young gals on these sites are just home-wrecking tramps. I'm only kidding. Not all of them are home-wreckers. Oh, but you know, this whole dating game, this whole dating stuff, especially at my age, is a nightmare. I gotta admit, it's a nightmare. Yeah, it's like shopping the Goodwill. You know, you get your overused, slightly damaged rejects. I met this one guy who was like picking up a used appliance. Yeah, it was a little frayed around the edges, you know, but there was a little spark, you know, so I took him home. Yeah, didn't last very long. Turned out he had a short circuit. We're testing the waters. But I have to tell you, honestly, talking about cougarism, I have to honestly tell you that I really think of myself as being more cougarlicious. Okay? And cougarlicious is a woman who stands in her own power. Right? She celebrates the divine diva, and she enjoys a little eye candy.
Woo!
Yes. And I've got these wonderful little magnets that I'm going to be handing out to all you cougarlicious ladies out here. But let's see now. What is Judy? Yeah? Okay, Judy, I'd like to award you with this little magnet right now, my cougarlicious magnet. Who's your eye candy? Is this your eye candy?
Yes.
Right here? He's your eye candy? Okay, that's right. Are you guys married?
No,
No,
just
you're not?
admitting.
Oh, you just met a year ago. So you're just dating a year?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, very good. How's it going? Going good?
Yeah, real good.
It's going good? Bill, did you ever go on studmuffin.com? Did you ever go on studmuffin? She said, have you ever gone on studmuffin? Hello, Bill?
I want to tell you all my results.
I want to see you look a little familiar. But I'm going to be passing out my magnets in a little after the show, so be sure to come on up and say hello and get your magnet, ladies, because remember, being cougarlicious, that is the key. Cougarlicious, you stand in your own power. That's right. So anyway, getting back to the dating game, I got to tell you that I was dating a widower one time. And the great thing about that is that widowers are housebroken. And they're really well trained. Yeah, yeah. But things started getting a little weird with this guy, you know, when he wanted me to start acting like his wife. You know, that got weird, you know. And one night, you know, he wanted to have sex and he sat up in bed like a dog and started to bed. So I rolled over and played dead. And then he wanted more. So I slept with his brother too. But I had never dated a married man. Never dated a married man that I know of.
Yeah.
That I know of, yeah. Because this one guy, he set up more red flags than the Chinese Olympics. Yeah, it's just something else. Our dates were always out of town, reservations were always under another name, and he had me listed in his phone under Pizza Hut. Yeah, that came to a crashing halt when I found out he couldn't deliver. And then there's the curse of Viagra. It is a curse, I tell you. Viagra is a curse. I heard a commercial the other day that if you're a man in your 50s, you need Viagra. If you're a man in your 50s and you're still looking for love, you don't need Viagra. You need a bank account. You need a bank account. Yes, see all the ladies, they all go, now see, this is where they all come back to me now. They all come back, that's right. There is not a woman in the world looking for a man in his 50s who could go all night long. She'd rather have it be more like a commercial on and off in 2 minutes. I dated a guy who was allergic to Viagra. Said it didn't do a thing for Mr. Happy. Just made his tongue swell.
Go for it, Donna.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'll tell you also, people are telling me, you know, you should really stick with the online dating. You know, stay with online. I said, come on, who needs the online dating? Really? I mean, you gotta set up your profile, you gotta put up your picture, you gotta go on coffee dates, you gotta have interviews. Come on, who's got time for that? Who's got time? I don't have time. I do online recycling. I go straight to the obituaries.
There you go.
Right. I see who passed away and who might be left on the market that I might know. And I say, oh, look at this. Jimmy's wife died. She was a real bitch. But I remember him in the summer of '69. I think I'll give him a call. Yeah. And then I got a call from an old flame. An old flame. I mean, it was like, we had one of those May-December romances, you know. I was 35, he was 55. Life was grand, you know. And now I'm, and he's 90. Yeah. And so I told him, He wanted to have sex. It was gonna cost him $500. And he said, "You're putting me on." I said, "That'll be $50 extra." So he came over, he did, he came over, he spent the night. And ladies, I gotta tell you, that extra money came in handy. I mean, I had to put him on 5 times. It wasn't because of stamina, he just kept falling off. So each time it was like a bonus round, $50, $50, $50. Yeah, I'll make it to Europe yet. I'll make it to Europe yet. But quite honestly, I gotta tell you, there was big changes in the whole dating game, and it all started with our generation, it really did. Because we were the first generation to use the pill. That changed everything.
Yep.
It changed everything. I mean, before the pill, girls would go out on dates and they'd clamp those V's together. And guys would start trying using their Magic Johnson like crowbars. Saying, "Come on, baby, you know I love you, you know I love you." Not until we're married. But after the pill, the gates opened to the promised land and we were free at last. Yeah, we got our motors running. Yeah, we started hopping on guys like rabbits in the springtime. We gave every piece a chance. Yeah, you heard of the Me Too movement? We had the Him Too movement. Him Too? Yeah, Him Too. And we called it being liberated. And the guys called it the best time of their life. And my mother called it just being a whore. But she was wrong. Whores got paid. And listen, that's my time. Thanks so much for having me. You guys have a very Merry Christmas. And I do want to mention, and Mike, if you can click onto the store. If you go onto Googlealicious.com and you'll see my cards on the table. Can you pick this up a little bit because I want to show that logo? Can you scroll up a little bit? There we go. First of all, ladies, everybody who is here, if you go onto the site to the store, it shows a 15% discount. Don't do that. Just put CGR30 and you'll get 30% off. Okay, that's a Cup House special, and I'm extending it all to you. And I just also want to let you know that as part of a contribution to Laurel's efforts for the Leukemia Society, I will donate percentages of the proceeds to the Leukemia Society as well.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of like my way of helping to give back and really celebrate this lovely couple, Mike and Laurel.